to try to elicit an escalation. So we'll just see what happens in the next hours and days.
Time will tell.
Okay, thank you so much, Jim. Mark in Seattle, you're on the air worldwide.
Hi, Alex. I really enjoy your show. You know, what amazes me is I heard Lindsey Williams say on your show exactly what's been occurring. You know, I see
oil.
I
forgot that. 2 weeks ago, he said oil would drop a bunch and that there'd be a conflict with Russia. He did say that.
Yes, he did, and it's just blowing me away. Oil's down again today. And, you know, even with this conflict, you know, gold has kind of broke an important technical line, and you know, it just reminds me of some of these, you know, false rallies I've seen in the past. In other words, the stock market's up over 300 points now, and I want to know what your guests think, because I have a lot of respect for Mr. Chapman and all of your guests, Alex. I really enjoy your show.
Thank you. Bob?
Well, earlier in the conversation, I said that they have, in the last 2 to 3 weeks, taken commodities, precious metals, and down in price, although the commodities were overpriced, I believe. And the precious metals just kind of got thrown out with the bathwater. The markets, another
they always
story
go down late in the summer. I mean, if this follows all the trends, it'll be way up in the fall.
That's correct. By the end of September, there probably, if history is correct, will be a tremendous reversal. But you don't know until you get there. But this is the fourth time that this 850, 55, 60 level has been tested, or the intraday 845, and that happened to be the old high area previously in 1980. And so we're just going to have to relaunch. And I think that will happen. But the most disturbing factor, and more, I will say this is more disturbing, is the performance of the stock market. It is so obvious what the United States government is doing. I mean, markets don't act that way. I mean, I've been at this for 50 years. I was a stockbroker for 28 years. I own my own firm. I mean, I know that business. I know what propels markets or what should propel markets. And I believe that the whole thing is rigged on the stock market. And today is a wonderful example. I mean, how could you have what could be a new world war with the market going up 300 points with other dreadful news at the same time?
And massive layoffs everywhere. But the fundamentals are industry shutting down, dollar going down, debt going up, and the market's doing wonderful. That's the Plunge Protection Team. Thank you. Anything else? Anything else, Mark, in Seattle?
Oh, that's it. Just keep up the good work, and God bless you, Alex.
God bless you. Okay. Scott, Drew, Laser in the UK, and others. Your calls are straight ahead after this quick break. We'll also, at the bottom of the hour, recap the latest developments. Georgia, backed by the U.S., attacks Russian forces. We'll be right back. It is confirmed. It's up on Infowars.com. Israeli military advisors aid Georgia. They put this out last night out of the Israeli publication Devka File. Very proud of themselves. Georgian tanks and infantry, aided by Israeli military advisors, captured the capital of breakaway early Friday, August 8, bringing the Georgian-Russian conflict over the province to a military climax. Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin threatened a military response. Former Soviet Georgia called up its military reserves after Russian warplanes bombed its new positions in the Renegade province. Wow. I mean, Renegade province, the Russians have always been there in that province. This is just incredible. We are here watching U.S., Israel-backed, NATO-backed forces attack and kill Russian troops. And then if you read the major headlines in the U.S., it's Georgia says Russia attacking, because they don't want to lie outright, so that's a semantical deception. That's like if You walk over and punch me in the face 2 or 3 times, and then I start fighting back, and then you say, Alex Jones is attacking me. But no, everybody saw that you hit me first, or vice versa. They just treat us like such morons. But then in the Israeli publications and foreign publications, the truth is all being reported. But here, man, we really are pathetic, Bob Chapman. I want to go to more calls, but I just really get sick by the ignorance. They know the public's ignorant, so they just abuse us in ways that are so amazing and now bring us to the brink of war with Russia. Again, Russia is now engaging U.S., Israeli, and Georgian forces. This is incredible.
And the stock market's at 300 points. That's even more incredible. And a little manipulation.
God.
I mean, when's Wall Street going to smarten up?
Oh God. I mean,
they're messing in their own work. I mean, once this thing goes down, it's not coming back. They're all going to be out of a job in selling apples for 10 cents a piece or whatever.
Well, I mean, all over Austin, media companies, KI laid off 14 people this morning. Is that even in the news? We have inside people inside KI. Is that news that 14 people got laid off this morning? Oh, I mean,
never heard it.
Well, it's just a little TV station. The point is, layoffs everywhere. Everything's falling apart. Yuppies dancing around. Everything's fine. Oh, Russia's evil. They attacked us. Kill them. Meanwhile, if you read in the bottom of all the papers, they admit that we attacked them. Folks, our government is attacking Russian troops and killing them now. This is unprecedented. And the average yuppie probably thinks it's funny. There's people on the comment sections on InfoWars saying we're making this up, Bob.
Well, wait till they step on one of those dead bodies and they get that fluid all over their boots and have it stinking for the next 2 weeks. They don't get it. They've never seen people die. And it isn't nice.
Well, it's sick what's happening, but I have to say it. This country's going to fall. This country is rotten and mentally ill, and I just hope it doesn't end in nuclear war, Bob.
I hope it doesn't either, because you and I are going to end up crispy critters.
Yeah, I'm in Austin, Texas. That's a major target. With all these military bases around it and being a capital. Yeah, whatever.
Well, you can always move over the border,
Well, if nukes ever start going out, the yuppies will probably come out and say, oh, no, it's a suntan. It's not a nuke. I'm not joking. They'll probably run into it. They'll probably drive in the mushroom clouds going, no, it's good. It's Al-Qaeda. Oh, I love it. Oh, Bill Clinton, save me. Let's talk to Drew in California. Drew, you're on the air. Then Scott in Texas and others.
Hey, Alex.
Hi.
I think I have an 888 connection for you. Like Bob Chapman said, you need to know your enemy. So I look at numerology and astrology, like 9/11 and the way that Washington, D.C. is set up for the
or 7/7 or the Bali bombing or the Madrid bombing was on another date. They always do it on weird dates.
Okay, I got this for you. The astrology symbol for Jupiter, which looks like a 24, is 8 plus 8 plus 8. If you look at the mythology for Jupiter, it held the same role as Zeus in Greece. And America is Greece.
Well, no, Jupiter's the Roman, yeah. And it is the Roman name for Zeus.
Correct. And if you look at Tex Mars's book, Mysterious Monuments, page 97, you'll see America is Greece reincarnated. And you got that other weapon, rods of God, is the lightning bolts of Zeus. You heard of that one?
Yes.
So that's my point with the 888 connection. That's the best I can give you.
Yeah, they always do their bombings on weird dates. They're completely insane.
Yeah, because they're after this numerology astrology, and if you study what they study, you can see this is how they connect things.
And they think if they attack Russia on 888, it'll give them magic powers?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, completely insane.
Exactly.
Hey, we got Richard Nixon saying they have homosexual orgies, folks. You can't make this up. Homosexual orgies, pot-bellied old Republicans running around going, Lucifer, oh. I mean, who could make this up? Pretty funny, huh, Bob?
It is disgusting.
I mean, these people are just little pot-bellied Nellies going, we'll be right back. Let's rapid fire through your calls. Scott in Texas, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'll try and make this as brief as possible. It seems they're ramping up world events. Seems that they're ramping up restriction of the internet. Lately, I've been trying to think of ways, nonviolent ways, that we can back these guys off, and ways that we could possibly use the internet while we still have it to have some sort of advantage. I wanted to toss an idea at you guys and see what you thought. They seem to be making a list of us, about 1 million or so plus of people that don't see eye to eye with the current administration or what have you. Why not us make a list of them, the top criminals, from Rockefeller and Rothschild all the way down to Anderson Cooper's intern? I was wondering what the legality and the feasibility of an idea like this.
Well, I mean, you can make lists of criminal people or people involved in the New World Order if you want, and put those out.